Hello, Elizabeth here, and today I'm going to show you how to make a rhinestone phone case. For this phone case, I used a mix of different colored rhinestones in pink, white, and silver tones. I didn't purchase a custom mix for this, I just used a bunch of different rhinestones I had that I thought would look pretty together. And I used the scatter method to get a nice blend. This is a pretty quick rhinestone project. I was able to finish it in less than a day. So if you're looking to bling something that doesn't take quite as much time as a tumbler, this is definitely a great option. Let's do it! This is the phone case I'll be using. I got it on Amazon. It's multi-layered and I'm just going to be rhinestoning the back panel of it. I'm going to be using several different colors and sizes of rhinestones, mostly from this mixed collection of colors, plus some additional crystal AB and light rose AB stones in a couple of different sizes. All of them are from SHEIN except for the light rose AB stones, which are from AliExpress, and there are links to everything in the description. My favorite glue for rhinestoning is called Gem Tack by the brand Beacon, and I like to transfer it into a little precision tip bottle. Both of these are from Amazon, but you can also find them at craft stores. For picking up and placing the rhinestones, I use this wax pencil that you can sharpen as it gets dull. Whenever you're rhinestoning, you need to prep the item first by sanding it and cleaning it with alcohol. I'm being careful not to go past the edges on the back here because I'm not rhinestoning that part and I don't want to scratch it up. But you want to get the entire surface you're rhinestoning sanded so that the surface is textured. This is going to help the rhinestones adhere to it better. Then you can take some rubbing alcohol and give it a good wipe to remove the sanding dust as well as any dirt or oil that could be on the surface. The first thing you want to do is outline the outer edge of the case, and mine has this circle cut out in the middle, which I'll be outlining as well. I'm using the smallest size rhinestones I have, which is SS8 Crystal AB rhinestones. Apply a thin layer of gem tack in a line, and pick up and place each rhinestone as evenly as possible. Gem tack dries slowly, so you have plenty of time to adjust and nudge around your rhinestones before they are fully set. You could definitely do this with multiple colors and sizes if you want to. You just want to have a perfectly even outline on the case. The outline is going to give us a nice clean edge and make the case look super professional. You want the outline to be pretty much as perfect as possible. You won't have to be as careful with the placement of your stones when we fill the inside space, but this part is the most important. If you get to the end of the outline and the final space is too big or too small for one more stone, you can slightly nudge the previous stones to just barely adjust their spacing and fill that gap seamlessly. This is why I prefer gem tack over some other glues that dry much faster. Once you have your outline done, you can start filling the space inside, working inward from the outline. I'm using a technique called the scatter method, which means I'm just picking up and placing the rhinestones wherever they kind of fit. They don't follow a specific pattern. I'm just eyeballing which colors will go where and trying to keep as much variety as possible so there aren't too many of the same colors side by side. The smaller sizes help to fill in gaps and make everything fit together snugly. Just like when we got to the last part of the outline, you might have to do a bit of nudging to leave a small amount of space between some of the stones in order to fill the space evenly. If you're a perfectionist like me, you might want everything to fit as tightly together as possible, but you will definitely run into some gaps that you cannot fit another stone into. So don't stress about small amounts of space. Once everything is done, you won't even be able to see the gaps and it will look beautiful, especially if your rhinestones are a similar color to the case you're using. As you can see, there is a bit of white glue spilling out in between my rhinestones, and that's totally normal. It will dry clear and it will look great when it's done. You don't want a huge mess of glue, but in my opinion, it's better to have a little too much glue than not enough because you don't want any of your stones falling off. If you put too much on, you can just wipe it off and try again, but don't stress about a little in between the cracks. It will be transparent when it's dry. You might find it helpful to make a second outline just inside the initial one with varying colors and sizes, and continue to work your way in from there. I like to jump around to all different areas just for a change of scenery and work my way into the middle from the outside in. It doesn't really matter what order you fill the space in as long as you start with the outline and work your way inward. The trickiest part is when your two sides start to meet and you have specific sizes of gaps to fill. You might place some stones and decide you don't like the way they are fitting, and you can absolutely just take them off, apply a bit more glue, and put different stones there instead. But remember that a tiny amount of space between your stones is no big deal, and it's going to look great when it's done. Once you're finished, it's best to let it sit for 7 days before using so that the glue can fully cure. After those 7 days, you can wash the rhinestones, which will remove any residue from your glue or your wax pencil and make it super sparkly. I have a tutorial video for washing a rhinestone tumbler, and you can follow the exact same technique with your phone case. Just make sure it's not attached to your phone. And that's it. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel and leave a comment letting me know what you would like to see next. See you later.